Hello there, YouTube, and welcome back. This is Mr. Gibson Guy, and today I'm bringing you kind of a little bit of maybe shocking report, something that I've come up with. I've done a bunch of videos on my Ford Maverick and had a lot of people watching them, and I saw this new Ford news, and I thought, I should pass this information on to the people that have subscribed to my station and want to follow what's going on. This may be kind of at one level people look at it and say, oh well, this sounds like a really good thing, but if you go further into it, this may be something that's cause for some considerable alarm. So with that preface, let me go ahead and show you what I've got here. This is from PJ Media, and it's called, the headline is, "Could Ford's New Patent Bring Cancel Culture to Vehicles?" Ford may soon be able to directly disable features and lock down cars whose owners have fallen behind on payments using a technology they filed a patent for. Now, the application for this patent was submitted in August of 2021, and the publication date for the invention was February 23rd, 2023. Official copyright has not yet been granted yet, but according to a report from the Washington Times, any car that can connect to Wi-Fi can potentially have this repossession technology. Now, that means it doesn't have to be in a car. Like if I have my Maverick that has Wi-Fi capability, but it doesn't, as far as I know, have this disabling technology in it yet. But when it goes in for Ford service, Ford could always put it in aftermarket anyway if they wanted to. Ford's not going to on mine because mine's paid for, so they don't have any claim on it. But let's go on with the article here. A financial institution could, after notifying an owner of delinquency on payments and not receiving a response, use its computer to notify the vehicle's computer, either shutting off the car feature or locking out the driver entirely, the report explains. A carve-out in the lockdown protocol would also be put in place, allowing temporary use of the vehicle in case of an emergency. Get locked out of your car, I think that's kind of an emergency. But they're spinning this about people not making their payments and repossession. A financial I read that. All right. The report continued. Repossession computers could also be configured to connect with law enforcement and medical facilities, giving them the ability to stop some car features or shut down the vehicle as well. While this may sound like an efficient way to ensure car owners are keeping up with their payments, car manufacturers and banks have so far been able to handle owners who miss payments without the use of this technology. So why do they need it now? When someone misses a certain number of payments, the car is repossessed. End of story. No fancy technology required. Not so far, anyway. Now here's the concerning part. Frankly, it's hard not to be concerned about the potential abuse of this technology. This week, we learned that PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated, abruptly ended its relationship with Donald Trump Jr.'s news aggregate app, MXM News, which was designed to be a more balanced alternative to Apple News or Google News. There are many stories of financial censorship of this kind, and it's hard not to be concerned that it could be used to target consumers who don't align with a particular company's political values. Imagine having features in your vehicle turned off because you spoke out against the drag queen story hour. This technology being pursued by Ford could certainly be used that way. Now, if this was a world where we didn't have Lois Lerner put in charge of the IRS and then use the IRS to violate the rights of conservative groups, as we saw already has happened, then I would say that's not something that's possible. But these days, everything is fair game for politicization, and that is in direct violation of the First Amendment to the Constitution for some business to say, well, we don't like what you believe in or who you vote for, so we're going to take your bank account. That is something that is a Pandora's box of problems. And just, you make up your own mind about what you think about this, but remember, once something has been condoned that can be done to one person, the same thing can be done to you. So think twice about whether or not we really need this, and whether this is something that Ford needs to be involved with. It sounds pretty ominous to me, but let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And give me a like and subscribe, and spread this around to other people who may be asking the same question. Or maybe some people hadn't even heard about this disabling technology. But whenever something is sold as just a real good thing, there's got to be another side to the story. So, thank you for tuning in, and I'll keep you up on what else is happening with your Ford Maverick. Mr. Gibson Guy out.